Hello, my name is Noah Victor Tupa. Just a little correction. I'm very sorry that I had an oversight on my first project, and this is my final project that I just done with. So let's go into this and we're in the file explorer, all right? So we are actually working with two projects of folder, all right? As you can see, this is form with function, and I like to show all of the subfolders within that contains all of the SQL script, and each of these subfolder contains their various scripts. All right, so let us go back, and we also see that the phone with triggers as well also has subfolders. All right, and then each of them contains their scripts within. So let us move to the SQL Server and then to see my demonstration. All right, so we'll begin with the phone with function, and then we begin with the first one wherein we define the questions. All right, so as you can see here, firstly, we define the question, or we begin by asking a question, all right? And then we say, how can I extract the first name from the customer name, all right? So, and this is the answer to it, right? This is the SQL query to this. Is left of five customer names from the DBO of the three, then underscore W3, okay? So now we'll execute this, and then we see that we have the contact name, all right? So we'll move to the step two, where we'll be drafting the answer and then in the explanation. All right. So let's move to quickly to step two. So we'll come back. All right. So this is step two. All right. I love how I structured this. All right. So as you can see, this is step two, which is drafting and moving to the answer. All right. And use the hypothesis and then to find then the first space in the left. And here we use the char index as well to be able to return, and the first word we give out the first name as well. So we will highlight the script and then we'll press F5 on the keyboard. All right, so as you can see, display the contact name and then that of the first name. So let us again move to our number three script demonstration from the basic task that was given in the course. Based on that, we are following all of the examples. So this is three, all right. And step three, we will be able to use the I hook query. All right. So in here, as you can see, the I hook query has been used, and then I test my idea directly with the query, and then it shows me the logic works before I build the function. All right. And then let's see, for instance, we run this and see how it goes. We execute this, and then we see that it's successful, and then we have the display output. So we move to number four, all right, of our project folder, and this is it. And now this is the query, and then here we have the research or the test solutions, all right? And I explore how to get the last name using the reverse and that of the child index as well. And this help also prepare for the second function, all right? So this is the reverse, and we will be able to run this and see how it goes. Execute, and then as you can see, it's successful. And then we will quickly move to five, all right? So let's go back again to the all right, subfolder. So we come to five and then runs straight into the SQL queries. All right. So as you can see, this is it, and we let us just quickly run this and see how it goes like. All right. So that means successful. So this has been used with the char index as well, and then we will move to step six of our project. So in this, I formalize my logic, and then we use the reusable functions, and then which is the fn get first name and then the fn get last name as well, so that this can be called anywhere in the database. All right, so let us move to step six and understand how it goes. All right, this is step six, and then comparing the UDF and then of the R hook. All right, so as you can see, we have it, and I'll run both the algoric and the UDF side by side to confirm to produce the same results. All right. So let us see this. Execute. All right. So as you can see, this is it. It's been displayed, and then we will move to step 7 of our project. Okay. This is step 7. All right. So for step 7, we're using the zero result test, and then I'll construct a query that should return zero rows for my function, and then work correctly that validates the logic, and then we will be able to run this and see how it goes. All right. So as you can see, that's it. And we move to our step 8 of our project, and this is step 8, which is the last for this. All right. So we move there, and then we ask the next questions. Yeah, now I ask, I say, how do I extract the last name? All right. So as you can see now, this is it. This is laptop 10, contact name, and that of uh from the DBO, the FN get last name. So we will be able to run this and see how it goes. All right. So that's it for our first. All right now. So this is the second or the last that we're using the phone with the function, and then we will be able to go into this at first, and then where we'll be able to define the questions. It has its own SQL script. All right, so as you can see, this is the question, and then we ask it how to track when a record was last modified. All right, so I add two audit columns, which is the last modified date, and then that of the last modified by, and then this will store the values of the by triggers. All right, so we will be able to run this and see how it goes like. We execute this, and then this is it. And I'll like for us to actually move about to step 2 and see how it go like. All right, so this is step 2. All right, this is step 2 where, okay, sorry, this is step 2 that we use the last modify, sorry, and then we use the last modify by. All right, so that was a little error on the first SQL demonstration. All right. All right, so we'll be able to move to step 3, which is the research, and then let us go here and then come up. This is step 3, and then we enter this. Okay, all right. So this is the research and the test solution. All right, and so I test the get date, and then as you can see, we are testing the get date. This is in the comment block form, and then we uses the source name and that of as the current date, and then this also name as well, and the current user. So this will display my name, all right, my own name, and then we'll be able to execute and see this. So this is the user for, say, Neon Tukba, and then Basla user, right, and then show all of the dates and the time as well. So again, we will move to the next, all right, which is step 4. All right, so let us go to step 4. Okay, all right, yeah, we're creating a trigger. All right, here we are creating trigger, and these are the comments, and below the after update, and then we also use the trigger one update the last modified date as well. As you can see, these are all of the SQL query being displayed, and I'd like for us to just quickly run this, let us execute and see how it goes. All right, so successful. And then we move to step 5. All right, testing the result. All right, so as you can see, this is it, and it's selected a row before the update, and then we select it again to the other columns, and yeah, this is the one that showed the new date and the user. All right, so I think this is the comment. All right, so and then we want to ask the question, which is step 6, and I'd like for us to just quickly move to step 6, and this is step 6, Now ask a question here. All right, so as you can see, I think oh, I don't know what's happening. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, so this is the results of this, and where we ask the questions, and then how do I ensure the last day modifier or we reflect on the server user, all right? So, and then it gave us this neon tuple bachelor user, all right? The is trigger logic and it is correct. So basically that's it for my demonstration. I think I'll walk you through my two sets for the SQL projects demonstration, which is the the form with trigger and that of the form with function, all right? So basically that's it, and I'll be able to go to the discussion board post and do all of the requirements. Thank you.